In a quiet, peaceful forest near the edge of a small village, there lived a young fox named Rafi. His fur was bright orange with a white patch on his chest, and his eyes were full of wonder. But Rafi wasn't like the other foxes. While others chased rabbits or played in packs, Rafi would lie on his back under the trees, staring at the sky. He didn't like hunting or stealing food from farms. Instead, he loved the sound of leaves rustling in the wind, the glow of the moon, and the idea that there was something more beyond the forest. Every night, he climbed a small hill just above the tree. From there, he could see the stars twinkling like diamonds in the sky. He'd close his eyes and imagine flying like a bird, crossing mountains, rivers, and cities he had never seen. One chilly morning, after a storm had passed, Rafi was walking near a tall oak tree when he heard a soft sound. Chirp! Chirp. It was faint and shaky. He followed the sound and found a baby bird lying on the damp ground, its tiny body trembling. The nest had fallen during the storm, and there was no sign of its mother. The little bird's feathers were wet, and its eyes were barely open. Rafi could have walked away, but something inside him wouldn't let him. Carefully, using his snout, he lifted the bird and placed it under some dry bushes away from the cold wind. He curled around it, keeping it warm through the morning. From that day on, Rafi became the bird's guardian. He named the bird Piko. Every day, he would search for berries, insects, or worms and bring them back to feed Piko. He didn't mind the effort. In fact, for the first time, Rafi felt a sense of purpose. He wasn't just dreaming anymore. He was helping something live. Piko slowly grew stronger. He chirped louder each day, and his wings began to flap. Rafi would jump around with excitement whenever Piko stood tall and tried to lift off the ground. It became their daily routine. Rafi would bring food, and Piko would try to fly. At night, Rafi would tell him stories about the stars and the world beyond the trees. Even if Piko didn't understand every word, days turned into weeks, and one bright morning, something changed. Piko climbed up Rafi's back, spread his wings, and with a strong push, took off. He wobbled a little, then caught the wind, flying higher and higher. Rafi stood frozen, eyes wide, as Piko flew in circles above him. Then Piko chirped. Once, twice, 3 times, as if saying goodbye. And with one final swoop, he soared into the blue sky and disappeared beyond the trees. Rafi sat down slowly, the grass cool beneath him. A strange silence filled the forest. He felt happy, but also a little empty. He had raised a friend, but now that friend was gone, still deep inside. He knew he had done something beautiful. That night, Rafi returned to his favorite hill. The stars were out, brighter than ever. As he lay down and looked up, a single shooting star flew across the sky. Rafi smiled gently, his tail curling around him. Goodbye, Piko, he whispered. Fly high, fly far. And in the distance, carried on the wind, came a soft, familiar chirp, like a tiny voice saying thank you.